Hello everybody, this is KyleIceW, and in today's video I'm going to be doing a quick video about the update notes on the Wizard101 forums. All we're going to do is just look about all the new stuff that pretty much came out on October 25th. Test ROM actually came out today. Today is actually the 29th on Monday. So this is, they closed down for the weekend to like check everything out, and then they update everything. So they, there wasn't any major updates, like major updates that made it onto any, update notes on the forums for the 29th, but we're actually going to go back because I don't really think a lot of people made any update videos on the 25th of October's like update notes. So I mean, we talked a little bit on Twitter. I saw a little bit of people talking about it on Twitter, and I'll talk about my thoughts and feelings on it as well. So we are currently in the aeroplane, or velocity, stuff like that. So one major thing that I noticed, because I was going to Velocity and I was going to start the video there, but one thing I noticed is right here there's like a little archway before you go into the town of Velocity. So we're going to go there. I just want to point that out. I'm also going to check the map. One other thing I'm going to do, not only am I going to like check out all the like little things, or the major things here, but I'm also going to check out some of the things that nobody's also like looked at. So like there are new decals, and I don't know, there's just a lot of new things that not a lot of people have looked at. So we're going to do that today. I'm actually going to check out the map. See, they updated the map as well, which is pretty fantastic. All right, so let's go all the way over here. Not noticing too many different things over here. So we're just going to go from the top to the bottom. So like I said, these update notes were released on October 25th. Today is October 29th. So this was a little while ago. Not too long ago, just a little while ago. And yeah, so update notes for Alrighty, sorry about that, guys. I actually have no idea what happened. It was either my Wi-Fi or the game. But we're back. So like I said, we're just going to be checking all the updates. So first thing that I want to talk about is updated dialogue discrepancies. So I'm guessing they're talking about just like in some dungeons and certain areas in Imperia Part 2. They just update some dialogue and discrepancies to, I guess, make it match and all stuff like that. So that's that. Update to crafting recipes. They didn't really specify exactly too much what they were talking about, but in Nimbus in Numea, there is a place where you can do a lot of crafting, and all they did is update some crafting stuff there with the required like recipes, I think is what they changed. If you want to look into it a little bit more, I think somebody actually asked a question somewhere on Twitter about it, and Renee Wooten answered it, pretty much talking about how like you need certain things for the recipe that's just changed and stuff like that. So yeah. Freeze the player when at Whirly Burly Kiosk. So over here, this is the Whirly Burly Kiosk. So I guess when you were able to click X, I guess you're able to look at that there's a little thingy now. Oh, that's awesome. So you're actually able to move around. So as you can hear, I'm moving my mouse or my keyboard, and I'm not moving around. So yeah, so that is that. Fixed update mob names. So I guess they fixed some mob names, which is pretty cool. Let's go check over here, see what they're talking about. I don't really know what they're talking about, but they fixed some names. Ambient sound addition. So not sure what that means, but that's a thing. Lighting passes, so that's another one. And general bug fixes. So that is pretty general. Okay, so now it focuses a little bit more on Whirly Burly. So Whirly Burly, score increments based on player turn instead of rounds. So I think before, when you played Whirly Burly, the player, I guess, points that you got were based off of your rounds. Apparently now it is based off of your player turn. Which is pretty cool, I guess. We'll look a little bit more at that in depth later. We're actually going to get into a quick game, not to like play, but also just to learn and see what they're talking about with the new updates. So, added arrows to convey directions better. So before, when you would click, oh my god, do you hear that? That's one of the new update things that we're going to get to soon. So one thing that they were trying to show you before, or one thing that you had before, is when you were to try to move, you wouldn't know which way you were moving, or like when you had a directional like card, you wouldn't know which way things were moving. I love that. That's fantastic. Alright, so that's that. Indicator for ready button, so I guess there's now an indicator for the ready button. Updated instructions graphic. I'm not sure what that means, but that's a thing. Removing pets while playing, so that's another one. I do know that. I saw my pet, you know, standing next to me on my little pedestal. Fans cheering in the stands based on actions. So we're actually going to walk over here and maybe they'll do it while we're standing here. So when something happens, the little crowd go ahead, they just start yelling and screaming. So that's kind of cool. Yeah, so that's cool. And if timer runs out, if movement card selections made will still play out. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. Various UI updates. So that's up there. So hear that? That's pretty cool. So I guess they don't really cheer or anything. Maybe they do while you're in game, but all you hear is the noise. So that's pretty cool. They actually added a lot more people now. I guess it's become more popular. Now, another thing that's super, you know, crazy. Spells. So they updated the new growth spell tree thing, the level 125 spell. As soon as you get to Imperial Part 2, the beginning quest line, I guess you could say, you start getting your new Bartleby Scion spell. So everybody gets a new spell. You become Bartleby Scion and you get your tree type. Oh, I just hit my chair. So the first spell that they updated, because a lot of these spells needed updated, and they didn't update all of them. I'm gonna get out of here. But we are gonna get into Whirly really soon. Alright, so we're actually gonna lower down the sound effects maybe, so you know you guys aren't like flipping out. There you go. Alright, so one spell that they updated, that I think they updated perfectly is, well, not perfectly, but you know, they updated it for the better. Scion of Ice. They adjusted the ×2 damage condition to if the caster has 90% or more HP. So before it was if you had full HP, then you did double damage. If you got anything lower than full HP, you automatically don't use double damage anymore. Which kind of was unfortunate because, you know, if somebody just hit you with a one hit, that was it. You can't do the double damage. Now granted, these are supposed to be really strong, kind of difficult things to accomplish, so they didn't want to go too low because, you know, ice, you know, they're not supposed to be doing too much damage. But also they have loads of health, so, you know, it would be really difficult for us to keep all of our health. So yeah, that is that spell, and I can actually show you real quick, because I, you know, have Scion of Ice, and you guys can look at it in-game, what the spell looks like. So this is it, and yeah, I like it. Okay, so Scion of Life now heals 1200 normally / does double heal if the target is 25% HP or less, and places a 600 heal over time on all allies. Okay, that's actually really cool, including the healed target. That's crazy. Okay, so one thing I think people were complaining about was that this spell should be a heal all kind of spell, but I didn't really, I mean, I guess that was kind of cool to see if that would happen, but one thing that they decided to do was, I don't know if they changed the number or the percentage, but if the percentage, the person that they're healing, normally when somebody's getting low, you heal them, so it makes sense if you're 25% or lower. You heal them, and then it does the double heal for them. It'll obviously get them to full health, but then it'll give the entire team a heal over time, which is actually really cool. I'm glad to see that they're doing that. So, oh, and there's a little note. There is a known issue with the HOT, or the HOT only, being placed on the selected target instead of the entire party. Okay, so apparently, as of right now, I guess maybe they're gonna fix it soon. That was weird. Oh yeah, so all they're doing right now, all it does right now is heals, or the thing goes on just the healed target, but I guess that'll be changed soon. Okay, so Sign of Death, adjusted ×2 damage condition to the caster, or the target has 33% HP or less. Now I forget the entirety of like what the spell used to be, but I know there was a slight change. And yeah, so I think the major change for me was the ice spell. One, because I'm ice, and two, because I thought it was extremely difficult to use the double damage if you didn't have like somebody healing you consistently. So I don't know. Other than that, I think that was a pretty good change. The life spell I think is really cool. I'm also really excited that it does do a heal to everybody. It does heal to the one person that you're trying to heal, but it also heals everybody as well, which is great. It just makes it a little bit better. It's difficult to get these like to like proc these like things for these spells, but it is doable now. Before it was almost nearly impossible. I know the death one was extremely confusing, but that was finally fixed. So now what we're going to do, before we do that actually, I wanted to show you guys the decals before anything. So we're going to hit Z, and we're going to go to... We're not going to do that. We're going to hit B, and then we're going to go to our little camera. We actually could have hit Control Z. Forgot about that. And we're going to... Oh, these are all from Edward Lifegem's event. So we're actually going to go like here, and we're going to go add decals, and we're going to add a decal and see all the new decals. So there's all these little new ones over here. There's a little check mark, there's bunny ears, unicorn, cat ears. I know all the people that know Terra are going to use this. I already know. These aren't new. We have these, those aren't new. These, oh wait, maybe I could be slow. Oh wow, there's all those. That's a lot. Then we got these. Oh wow, they have like Malistaire and all these now. That's so nice. I mean, they might have had that, but I'm not sure. They have, I think they added a couple new ones. Like, I don't remember this one. I think I remember that one. And then we have some pets. Whoa, look at all the pets now. There's so many. That makes me so happy. Oh, I like that. They have a lot of new ones, and I like them. That makes me happy. Alright, so those are the new decals. And yeah. Alright, so now we're going to go to the whirly-burly. So like I said, you can't actually move while in the whirly-burly thing. This is new. I really like this. I think they were saying something, there's instruction graphics. Oh, that's what it was. The instructional graphics here, I think, are different. So this is, you know, looks the same. I think they are different. Oh, they definitely are different. Well, this one I think is the same, but most of them are different. I think that's the same. I think some of them are the same. Oh, that one was definitely different. Actually, I can show you right there. Right here, you can show you the directional skills. So when you use a direction, it'll actually show you. Before, it was just the colors, so you didn't really know where you were going. You just kind of like was like, oh yeah, you're generally gonna go that way, which was kind of weird. So there's that. Also, if you're a player like right here, you're not gonna have a pet. I might not even get into a game. I don't know if I have to do that. Oh, they're also showing the ready button is different. Oh, right here, I guess it's more defined, if that makes sense. Before it was like a little bit smaller, kind of in the corner, stuff like that. Yeah, so also there was something different about the points system. It's based on player turn instead of round. So yeah, that makes sense. So those are all the main updates that I guess, you know, should have been talked about a little bit. I know a lot of people didn't really care too much about the whirly-burly updates, but I think they're really important because, you know, whirly-burly is, you know, I don't know if you guys are happy about it or not, but whirly-burly is part of the storyline, and it's, you know, it's there, and you're gonna have to get used to it, and it's, you know, it's there. I was talking to Renee, and I was saying, you know, whirly-burly is kind of an you know, it's a quest that nobody really wants to do, unfortunately, but I feel like it could definitely, you know, make it into the spotlight if, you know, you guys really give it some better rewards, or, you know, give you some more of an achievement for completing whirly-burly, and I feel like a lot of people will get into it. But other than that, I feel like, I don't know, whirly-burly to me, I think is a pretty fun game, because, I don't know, if you just know how to play, if you know the basics, then you're not gonna not enjoy it. I actually really enjoy it. But other than that, I really, you know, I think that there should be a couple new changes to it, and I think we will be seeing that sometime soon. So, that's pretty much all the updates for this week, I guess. That's all that we know of so far. As far as I'm concerned, I think the final dungeon, the Husk, is going to be coming out on Thursday. Don't hold me to that. Somebody in one of my videos commented that, and I don't know if it's true. I think it was my last video, but if it comes out Thursday, I will be definitely making a video on that. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it solo or with someone else. My big fear is that if I'm with someone else, they are going to like kind of skip through it, and I don't want that to happen. I want to get all the story. I want it to like look smooth and all that stuff. So stay tuned for that. Other than that, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on post notifications. It will notify you whenever I post a new video. And also leave a comment telling me if you want me to make a certain video or a certain, I don't know, anything, because there's only so much that a YouTuber, or I guess a WizTuber, can make when it comes to Wizard 101. So if you guys have any questions or any concerns or anything that you want me to make a video about, especially in Test Realm, that nobody else has covered, definitely leave in the comments, and I can definitely try to do that for you. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in my next one. So yeah, bye guys!